Welcome to Cripple Couch Talk, episode 9. Got my boy Shannon over here. I'll put all his contact information right there. We got me, Brent David Key, and the host of the show over here. And we got the superstar, Zack. The Pitbull.
It's a power pat.
There you go. I've been working on my macho man, so.
You ever get like kind of like shocked up when people like fucking pat you real hard?
I think when you see somebody's big like that, you get motivated to want to like get stronger. You know?
Yeah.
Like when I see you on the court, I be like, damn, I gotta get stronger because like, damn, Zack will come and try to take the ball from me. I was like, fuck all that.
Yeah. One thing I thought that too. Then I did a workout with you, and I was like, man, I don't want to work out that dude no more.
Dude, you lasted one time, twice.
Dude, that was serious though. Like that was like I almost died, bro. I almost died straight up. Like right here, I almost died.
He got real pale.
I was about that day. The next day is when you.
No, I almost died doing it. Like so for real. Like I almost
like, man, I'm not even calling him today.
Bro, yeah, man. Like I don't know that. No lie. That I mean, it's a little ass room. That stereo gets fucking loud. And I'm up in your fucking grill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I like doing that shit.
Up in
I do, man. Like, I like turn it up right then because this shit amps me up. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you got me going. Then I had Justin here, and that dude's like stronger than he realizes. And
oh man, he's
like I said, I ain't trying to be the best working now, but y'all are strong boys. I try to handle my own, but it just ain't happening these days.
I feel you though, man. I see somebody
it's
like.
Tough.
I don't really be noticing how big I am, though. I really don't, man, because I see people out with, like, Maria, and so I'm like, damn, dude, swole. She was like, you're shitting on him.
Bigorexia.
You know?
That's what they call it.
And I'm just like, well, yeah.
They be looking at their man like, dang.
No, and, yeah, I was doing something the other day, and I was holding a baby. I forget whose baby it was. And I remember the woman said something along the lines of, oh yeah, she said, is she asleep? I was like, yeah, she is. And she was like, oh, she likes that man chest in front of her husband, dude.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like,
they gotta be like the biggest self-confidence dive, like. Yeah,
man, you know what we need to get you to do? We need to get you out to LA and get you a snake and have you go on like the Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
Shannon, our boy Shannon over here is a snake guy.
Oh yeah,
weirdos.
Yeah. And I could be your manager on that part, you know.
Yeah, get you a cool ass snake.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on that.
You know that dude that Wildebeest, Texas dude who owns like a exotic kind of like a little like pet thing. I don't know. He's from Houston.
Who is
actually?
It?
I think his name's like Wildebeest HTX, something like that.
A lot of exotic animals.
Man, yeah, he's got dreads. I met this dude at a damn career day, and he just brung a shit ton of like.
I'd have been like, man, I want to be homeless if that's the career I got.
No, dude, that was cool. He sells a lot of like
snakes, man.
He sells a lot of rats and shit too, like frozen rats.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Where he makes most of his money.
That's a big market where I'm at in Louisiana.
Yeah, it's a huge market, dude.
Really,
and it's cheap as shit
and
for you.
Rats produce a lot.
A lot, yeah. Huh?
And so people, I feed
I
spend $300 a month.
On yours.
Yeah.
Tell us.
I stopped. Yeah, I stopped having them because it was just expensive as shit.
And the bigger they get, the more you
gotta start feeding them rabbits and stuff.
Yeah,
rabbits, quails. Fucking, I did quails because we have at Muller Road 2, we get that butcher shop over here, butcher place, and you could buy quail for $4. Yeah. So I used to buy 9, 10, 11, 12 quails. Just
when you were telling me you had snakes in this house, like I kind of wanted to leave, bro. Like you might have one still living around here. And,
are you really that scared of them now?
Dude, I don't like snakes. Like for real. Like if y'all came at me with snake, I'm getting away because I don't trust y'all. You try to throw it on me or something.
Man, yeah, I've played a lot of prank. I've had a lot of animals I do. See, it's not only snakes. Like you're like an only snake dude.
No,
like,
I'm not scared of any animals.
Oh, okay. Like no, I'm saying like you're not scared of shit, but that's probably like snakes are the only thing you mess with.
Yeah,
kinda.
mess with. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I was like a total. I started off the way amphibians, dude, with like frogs and shit. I liked like poison dart frogs and everything else. And then I kind of moved on to like a Nile monitors and like reptiles and stuff.
Iguanas.
Yeah. Not really iguanas, man, because I thought they were kind of lame. I like shit that eats like mice and like,
you
know.
Like to see that.
Yeah. So like, man, tell you the truth, like people think Komodo dragons are like the big ass like dinosaur looking ones, right?
Yeah.
Nile monitor will actually get bigger than a Komodo dragon. They got YouTube videos of people just like holding them, dude. And they got like dog collars on them and shit.
No way.
I swear. And they're playing with cats, dog. They're playing with cats.
Yeah. No.
For real.
Yeah, they know.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't. That's one thing. Those monitors. That's like a devil, man.
Yeah, they get vicious.
Yeah, for real.
They're legit.
They ain't like an alligator, man. They like they'll kill your ass.
I'll stay with a snake.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not scared of them, but it's not nothing I would be.
See, I've caught alligators so many times.
Yeah, right outside.
Yeah,
because
the alligator reservoir is right here. I got pictures. I got pictures on my Instagram of me just holding them when I was like 14, 15, just chilling like this. But man, I've waited till it flooded, and I've seen him like go in a ditch, and I've like got out of my truck real quick, and like dragged his ass up by the tail and threw my shirt on his mouth.
See, no way.
You are a boy, man. Yeah, you are.
But I've had a.
I don't know if I go that extreme.
That's probably how he lost his legs.
No, I tell people that.
Gator got him.
I tell people that all the time, dude. Or I used to go to like the beach. So
around here, they'll believe that. Around Sheldon, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Zach definitely got his legs ate off by an alligator." He told me.
When me and Maria went to Galveston, some dude was like, "You serve?" I was like, "No, sir. Flesh-eating disease." Galveston. He was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, that's funny.
Honey, pack the bag. Get the kids.
Ruin this fucking trip, huh? Fuck you, buddy.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like weird because I mean she was in the military. I mean, we've had this conversation before. She was a Marine. She's a Marine.
A trained killer.
Yeah. So people would always come up to me and they're like, "Hey man, you serve?" And I'm like, "Damn." Like, nah, I didn't. But
that's like the worst thing. I've known someone who lied about that. That's like the worst insult to me. Like if you're disabled, don't lie about your disability.
Yeah.
Be real about what happened to you. You know what I mean? And
see, I've always said no.
And go with it.
I've always said no, but I have people have come up to me and I've they've been like, man, thank you. And I just like,
man,
fucking hand.
I had a
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even gonna say nothing. Like I just been like,
you have a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, then it's gonna be like, no, I actually didn't serve, and then they're gonna be like, what? And then it's like, I'd just rather you.
They're gonna embarrass.
But if somebody says like, thank you for your service, and I'll lace them up real quick. Like, nah, like man, I'm actually a civilian. I have served.
So I did a walk one time, like through work. I had to go to like these 5K run deals and stuff like that. And we did one it was called Impact a Hero, and the only problem is like because I'm in a chair, everybody just assumes like it's an Impact a Hero. Everybody else that's in a wheelchair is like a veteran, you know. So I'm like, they have a wheelchair division, right? So like, there's a bunch of dudes. I'm eyeing them up. Like I can take these dudes, like all of these dudes. So I'm about to win me some shit, right? Like yeah, it's y'all's deal, but like I'm gonna win, you know. Like this is a race, like everybody else race for real. So why don't we? So I take off, man. And I'm way out in front of everybody. The only problem is they stagger the start for like the wheelchair people and the runners. So like I get about halfway and the runners catch me. And every time one of them comes by, they're like, "Thank you for your service." But because they're running, I can't be like stop and tell them. So like I'm thinking the whole time on the way back, I'm like, man, there's gonna be like a crowd of people down there. They're gonna be like, thank me for their service, and they're gonna think I'm some vet and I'm like a pitcher or something. It's like that.
I get it all the time.
It's like I don't want to be like a what do they call it? Like a stolen valor guy, like by proxy. You know, I don't want to be that.
I think a lot of people ignorance is with that though. Like that comes up very often.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They see you, especially if you kind of athletic and you kind of like
exactly. Yeah,
they come up to
not
you.
Not just a lazy ass.
Did you serve?
Clean cut.
Yeah, did you serve? And you know that's just like the first thing that comes to their mind. Not to know
what branch were you in.
Yeah, well, not to know if you went through anything.
And they don't believe me. A lot of them don't believe me when I say, I'm like, nah, man, I actually didn't serve. They're like, nah, for real. And I'm like, I'm for real. Like, and they're like, no.
Because both of you look like Marines or something like that.
Oh, yeah. They're like Texas tattoo. Yeah. The worst thing I probably did was probably get that dumbass Texas flag tattoo. And once I got that, it jolted up a lot more. Yeah. I realized.
But you are from Coon-ass. Uh-huh. Yeah, you are a coon-ass. You are from Louisiana, so you're kind of repping the wrong state, I guess.
Well, yeah, I was born in Louisiana.
Yeah.
You got
serious?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
So, like, Shannon's from Louisiana as well.
Yeah, man. I moved over here when I was 14.
I guess you're from Louisiana. Like, that's how I know you.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely from Louisiana. I'm born and raised Louisiana, Marksville, Louisiana. Yeah. And I live most of my adult life in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay. So you would love the food we have here all the time. We got beef tips and rice, dirty rice.
I saw Zack last time I was over here. I was
crawfish
like,
etouffee. Every time he's been up here, we've had something good.
But Texas don't season their food like Louisiana season.
No, I'm saying my whole family is from Lou too. Like we're all from the boot. Like I'm the only one that reps Texas. Like
they all the boot. Okay. Because I chase some food in Texas, and no offense to it, just doesn't taste It doesn't have that same.
Or people don't know what the hell. People don't know what like a real crackling is.
Yeah. I had people.
What's real crackling? Because I love me some crackling.
You like the bag cracklings?
No, that's pork rinds, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, crackling's got meat on it. Yeah.
All right, but man,
I know what crackling is. I love me some crackling.
Yeah,
for
we
real.
used to have,
a lot of people don't ain't had it, dude. That and boudin, and I'm like, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, we used to have butcheries, man.
Boudin's
Real butcheries. A lot of people don't even know what about boudin. Boudin is the skin of the intestines of the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you stuff it with with
whatever
dressings and everything. Yeah. So people are like, oh, I love boudin. And then you tell them how it's made and what it was like. No, serious. That's true. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, damn.
So I know what meat.
Boudin anymore.
My family owns, or my mom's side family, they're in like the meat processing and stuff like that. So I know. I've seen some stuff get cut up a few times. You know?
Oh yeah, we didn't have a bunch of butcheries where we from. I'm a country boy by heart. I used to get out there and my grandfather would be like, go catch that pig. It's time to go catch him by them back legs and go to work on him. And we have a butchery. It wasn't no going to the store when I was growing up.
Really?
I mean, until my grandparents passed away, then all that stuff went away. Them generations ain't like it was.
I was wondering.
Dude, y'all
about
remember when there wasn't no fucking area codes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do y'all remember like when there wasn't area codes?
There wasn't enough
How old are
numbers.
you? I'm sorry.
I'm 36.
Oh shit, you're older than me. Yeah, I thought you were older than me
too. A couple years older.
36.
Damn, like I remember it wasn't fucking area codes. Because I was like living in Louisiana then. I remember my grandma's number still. Like I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's weird, dude.
Yeah, it is weird.
I remember when the caller ID first came out.
And then 318 traveled all the way. It was all the way from Shreveport all the way to Lafayette, a little past Lafayette. That was still 318. Then they changed it to 337. It was only a few area codes in Louisiana. Now it's 504 and 225. And
I remember the 504 boys.
Oh yeah,
that was my jam back in the day.
Yeah, New Orleans standing in the league in the world of their own.
Man, I always say I credit Juvenile for the first twerking booty I ever saw. Like that thing up video.
Back that thing up, yeah.
Man, I fell in love right then and there with twerking.
They started a wave.
They did, man. That girl in that brown jumpsuit.
My whole life changed.
The start of the video.
I'm telling you.
My whole life changed.
You just knew the video was going to be great.
Dude, that was like a solid impression in my brain, man.
What was
forever?
What was the came on late on BET? What was it where they showed like a bunch of like
Uncut.
I remember, and my life changed when I seen Nelly's tip drill. Nelly's tip drill, dude. I was like, oh shit!
He is gonna be.
I think I like these dark girls.
It's gonna be 50 years from now, 100 years, and tip drill still is gonna be a classic. There was never a video like that just throwing.
And
out
it was
there.
a clean ass. It must be ass because it ain't your face. Damn.
It's so you, but I'm complimenting you at the same time. Yeah,
I'd have a girl turn around and say some shit like it must be a dick because it ain't your leg.
Gotcha.
That was crazy, man.
That's funny.
I remember I was hating on this girl at lunchtime at school one time, man. Like I forget what the fuck we got into it about, and she come up with a clean ass line back to me, dude. She Yeah, she fucking quoted Friday after next. She was like, "Okay, Bevo Lottie got more head than he got body." I was like, "Damn, bitch got me, man. It got me."
You're like, "Damn, I'm going home now."
Man, and I was pretty good. At like like clapbacks and shit. I pride myself on.
You waved the white flag that day, huh?
And I was like, damn, that was a pump action right there.
When you say you prepare for all of that, because you be expecting someone to be coming at you, disability. Like I had friends be cracking on me, and they know that I'm not sensitive.
Yeah.
But I be prepared for that. But if they hit you with a go, you be like, dang, you got me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you
always,
man.
I come back with comebacks all the time, like all the time.
I was never a big shit talker. I was always trying to be a nice guy. Yeah.
No? Yeah. I'm like a sarcastic asshole.
So I was talking about this the other day. Like I played football. Did you play any sports prior to your injury?
I play every sport.
Yeah. So like I was telling some people the other day that I used football for therapy. Like I played football as a kid because I was like, what you did as a kid. But then there got to a point where it's like, I can destroy a person. I can go as fast as I want and just knock them out. I can do that, and that's okay. Sign me up. And that I got a lot of rage out that way. I felt like as a little kid, I had some pent up anger. And
you felt you had that pent up as a kid?
I felt it as a kid. I really did. I felt like I was like holding a lot inside for real.
Oh yeah, I feel like that too.
Sports for attention.
No shit.
He's like trying to catch good passes, throw the ball far. See, I was just like clocking motherfuckers.
I mean, honestly, if I'm telling the God honest truth, I feel like okay, like I played sports because it was fun, like, and everybody else was doing it right. Like, I just feel like whatever. But man, like I really couldn't show how athletic I was, so I fucking, like I just kind of like, I was like, man, so I started lifting weights more, and I realized like, okay, I'm stronger than a lot of motherfuckers. Then I kind of like started fighting a little bit here and there. And I kind of like, dog, right when I started fighting, I mean, I kind of won the first couple I got into, dude. Like, for real. So I was like,
handle you, huh?
Yeah, man. So I remember like we had this like dumbass group called, I mean, it ain't dumbass. I shouldn't say that. I had a buddy like die, and then he fucking like still repped it until they died. But it was a TSC, right? It was like a little clique we started back in the day, like old Sea King days. And then one of the rules was you gotta fucking fight somebody random once a week. Right? So we'd fucking like just like
Fight Club.
Yeah, kind of like fight club meets like, man, just like a big ass party, right? Like so all we did was just drink, like party, like getting like rumble.
This is high school?
Yeah, all high school.
Yeah,
No. Fuck, man, college we're already grown by then, but not forever. So it's like, man, we'd go to parties and honestly, like, okay, we'd be like, all right, there's a party in Crosby. Let's gather up 13 Sea King motherfuckers and go and let's try to start some shit, or we'd all wear our Lettermans and go to like their football game if we didn't have a football game that day, and like doing our chants in the like the bleachers and shit.
Make yourself stand out. Yeah. See you. Yeah.
So I had some buddies that would do that. We lived in a small town. They did the same thing. Just go to other towns, just looking for trouble.
Yeah.
It's like a football Friday night coming up, and they just like trying to start some shit.
And I remember my first one, like it was yesterday though, dude. Like I remember I was like getting off the bus, and I didn't like this dude. I don't know his last name. Thank God. Actually, I do. I just remembered it, but I'm not saying it. First name's Eric. First name's Eric. Yeah. So we're getting off the bus, and then man, I remember. We get into it about something at the lunch table, and he called me a bitch. And I was like, all right, man, I'm going to get off at I had a buddy, Big Paul, the one I got tattooed on my shoulder, blue. He died. Anyways, I was like, I'm going to get off at Paul's bus stop, bitch. You better get off too, right? Well, dude, I got off before him, and I think he thought that I was like bullshitting, like, this little legless, weirdo ain't going to do nothing, right? Yeah. As soon as he stepped 1 foot out the bus, dude, bow, like two pieces to call both in the mouth, dude, with two rights. Boom, boom. Well, he like, oh shit, he kind of got like some fear in his eyes and took off running while I aliened it, and I fucking caught his ankle and he fell. Got to hitting him in his head and shit, and like Paul pulled me off. And then I was hooked after that for a while, dude.
Like, you win your first city, you're like a man now.
Man, dude, yeah. Until I had that big ass whooping, right? Until like I was like, oh shit, I'm scared for my life. Yeah. And then when that one happened, I was like, damn, like, you seen Tuck. Like Tuck has that big ass scar across his face.
Oh yeah.
Like I kind of started that fight, man. Like I started that fight and he got like a scar going from like a 7-8 inch scar going from underneath his eye to his cheek. But like, man, I was like, dude, I was that close to kind of like feeling like I would have murdered my friend, Yeah. Because I started all that shit. It was unnecessary. Yeah. So you kind of like jump to reality real quick, man.
That would have messed you up.
Oh, yeah. And then when you get older, when you get like, I'm 30 now. Now I'm just like, man, hell, I'll avoid a fight at all costs unless I fucking have to, right? You're like, damn, dog, I don't want to do this,
Well, you value things different now. You know what I mean? Like me, I done a lot of stupid things when I was younger, but now I have a son. You got people looking up to you.
I seen that. Was that on your Facebook today?
It's his birthday today.
Shout out to your son's name.
How old?
Oh, Jeremiah Sylvester Ravare.
There you go.
He turned
Happy
6
birthday,
today.
Jeremiah.
Turned 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a fun age, man.
Damn, so you had him when you were 30.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go down there Friday, man, and grab him. So, I haven't seen my little boy, man, since I actually moved down here.
Yeah.
And it's hard, because I've had him since he was a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lived with me, and me and his mom, we are co-parent very well, and that's a blessing.
Yeah, that's good.
Because
that's good, man.
Some don't have that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Pass up.
Hey, Cheryl. That's sex, Mom.
Yeah.
Sexy.
So I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed to have that in my life.
Man.
Was there ever a point where you are kind of like not so good at co-parenting?
Oh, yeah, it's always like that at the beginning because we were still trying to figure find ourselves, where we were at.
Is it hard to let go too? I mean, like obviously, like I don't. I see a lot of parents. I feel like, okay, for instance, like I've had an ex. I've had an ex before I had a kid, and she would do shit to like mess old dude's day up. And I'm like, man, when you do that, like I was like, man, that kind of like shows me that you still have feelings for old boy. Because I mean, he would just like text and be like, hey, I'm going to be 5 minutes late. And she's like, oh, no, hell no, let's go. And I'm like, why? We're not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like why are we going to, I mean, what's the point? But it would just be just to, get at them. So I can only imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been a little spats here and there, but like I said, you can't go forward looking backwards. So
Yeah.
I left that way it was at, and like I said, I thank God and me and his mother, like we on a good parenting path right now, and
that's all you can ask for, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
As long
so
as his kid's happy too, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he sees sees the way a man should treat a woman, and I
that
feel like
affects a child, man.
oh man, it did. I grew up without a dad. I didn't know anything. I didn't know how a man should, dude. I was a fuck boy for a while. Like for real. Like just I didn't know how to treat a girl, dog. I thought it was normal. I was like,
are there things that you think you missed out on not having a dad? Like as far as like lessons in life or something like that?
Some, but I had a pretty cool grandpa, and
Grandpa kept you in line a little
and
bit.
I had like good friends with like they had good dads. You know what I'm saying? Like so I kind of like tend to
lean towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never really, dude. I never got into like a bad crowd. Like I never did.
Yeah.
I never just man. If I didn't have a shady feeling about something, I always kind of just like I ain't down with that.
Yeah. Got a good heart.
Yeah, I feel like I had a good gut on me even in high school, dude. Like I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then I've had subs tell me, like sub teachers that like, man, they're like, man, I've heard nothing but bad shit about you, and then I had you in a class and you were not bad at all.
That's right.
I'm like, because I was bad out of school.
I mean, everybody makes mistakes. If you sit there and pretend to be perfect, then it's a lie.
Yeah.
Everybody has done things that they be like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm glad it didn't affect my life so much that I'm in prison, dead. I made someone else lose their life. Yeah, so we all have done things, and I just thank God every day that we here to still grow from them and keep going with it.
Yeah. Well, every day is like a new day to start a new deal. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do feel like that, man. Like
I saw something on Facebook today that said like it took Walmart like so many years to get their like fifth store, and it took them like Starbucks like 5 years before they got their second. So, like there's like a bunch of statistics like showing that like these things that are like huge that you think just happened overnight. Took some time and effort to kind of make them where they are today.
How many like music artists do you feel like you see were overnight success? And then how many, dude, like they worked their asses off. I remember watching The Weeknd at Warped Tour when he wasn't shit.
Unless you believe in the
Nobody knew who he was. Dog, that was years and years ago. So he's been hustling that long. So everybody kind of thinks it's like overnight and easy.
And speaking of hustlers over here, you ever at Little Boozy's house?
Little Boozy.
Yeah.
Boozy, yeah, that's my
Big
dude
time.
right there, man.
Boozy badass.
Boss man.
Yeah, I love it, man. You do some cool
So
stuff, man.
did you get hurt in Louisiana? Were you in Louisiana when you got injured?
I used to work on all rigs, man. I used to be a motorman, and I worked 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And
Too hard, country ass dude.
Yeah, so when I got off, every time I would get off, I would go home and see my mom. That was like my ritual. I go home, and not that she needed anything, but it was just you only got one. You only got one mom, man.
Yeah.
That's man. I love my mom.
Shout
with
to
everything.
mom.
Yeah, that's my heart right there.
Yeah.
So when I go home, I would go visit her, and I was waiting for her to get off of work, and I jumped on a motorcycle, and the rest is history from there.
Yeah, you were telling us a little bit earlier that kind of how you got in that accident. You said your brakes went out or something like that?
Yeah, my brakes went out, and I took a curve at 100. It was I was actually going, give or take, between 150 and 160.
Took you, huh?
Man, Louisiana's got some messed up turns. Like, I used to go to the casino out there, and like I think it's like exit 44 or something
You
like
weren't
that.
drinking. You weren't drinking.
No.
You come off the freeway at like 70, and it goes to like 25. And if you don't hit 25, you're going to jump off that thing.
It's bad curves. They change instantly.
Instantly, it's gangster in some of those spots.
This curve was really steep, and then it had a slope to it.
Yeah.
So if I would have tried to lay it down, I would have road rashed. It would have road rashed
Destroyed
me all
you.
the way up.
Yeah.
And if not, killed me. So what I did is I clutched the bike down as much as I could. And this is my honest truth. A lot of people say, you be trying to look. I asked God to take me and watch me. I hugged the bike, and then I woke up in the hospital.
That's crazy.
Oh shit!
I don't even remember landing. I have a metal plate in my face right here. I broke 6 ribs, and I broke my back.
Damn.
What level are you?
I'm a T12.
T12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T12 class 1.
2.
2 class 2.
Yeah, That's true.
That's what.
Yeah.
We got to get class down. I got gypped on my class. I feel like we'll get like at least half.
Where you at?
I'm a 2.
I'm a 2.
You ain't a 2.
I'm a 2.
Oh, you know what? You might be, huh?
I'm a 2, baby. Don't hate on my 2 ass.
Man, we got to find.
All right, so for those who don't know what we're talking about, okay, so
Yeah, a little bit about classification a little bit.
Yeah, wheelchair sports pretty much goes off classification. Classification depends on pretty much how crippled you are.
Yeah, if you got
Get more
hand
simpler
issues,
than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get it more simpler than that. So it's like, if you're real cripple, you're in class 1, and depending on how able you are, your class goes up.
yeah.
So, like a single leg amputee, nothing wrong with them, just a missing leg would be a class 4,
4.5.
4.5. And the only reason I think I'm a 2.5 is because my left leg's a para. Most people don't know that. Most people think I'm just like an amputee only. Okay. But my left leg is actually like a little para, and I don't have like full function of it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I always say like, I want to play rugby for real, like, but I can't, because my hands work. Yeah, so I'm like, what's like the middle? I got like carpal tunnel. I was like, well, that counts.
Me and Zack, we can help you out if you want to play rugby.
No, I try to do it that
I'm
way.
trying to get. I got man. And
I was thinking like
You're really sincere about it.
I don't even care. I don't even care who says I'm cheating the system, dude. Because I got mirror movement disorder, right? I told you.
Yeah, that's a real thing, man.
I've been looking at. I
I've been
might qualify as a quad.
I know if I think you might. Yeah.
Whatever my right hand does, my left hand does the exact same thing. I know it's weird.
For real. I thought it was bullshit because you were like showing me one day. I was like, this motherfucker just doing gang signs with both hands, But then like I watch you every once in a while because I'm like, check us if you're for real.
Oh shit! The other day I was in front of Angel and I was just like,
yeah. It's fucking like whatever he does in this hand happens over here.
I've never heard of that before.
That's what I said too. I was like, that's crazy. I thought it was bullshit. Yeah, that's why I was eyeballing you. Yeah.
They told me it was like poor motor skills for fucking years, and like a doctor told me, she was like, "Oh, you got mirror movement mutation." And I was like,
they have some weird. I want to say weird because I don't want to discredit anyone.
Yeah.
What she's going through, but like, I was seeing this thing on Facebook where this girl she would have multiple orgasms per day. And it would get to the point where it was sickening to her, and it was really painful.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is some kind of prank or some joke, but this is a real disease.
Damn.
That their body flexes.
Yeah. What's that nerve?
I wouldn't kind of mind
nerve or something.
I wouldn't mind busting a couple.
You would say that, and then it got to the point where
you have some sick abs.
Be at work, and it gets to that point, and she was just. And it was real painful.
I bet, man.
Yeah, and it was causing back problems.
I ain't gonna lie. Like some comes look painful though, don't they?
Man, probably cramps all the time. I bet.
Constantly.
Man, you gotta think about it, man.
And she would break down and cry, and they would come. They would come irregular.
No pun intended.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, yeah, they would come. There was just like in the morning, at work, she could be anywhere, and it would just start flexing on her.
Man, I wonder how many dudes
They thought they were the man. They were just like, no, I got this like nerve thing.
I wonder how many dudes caught boners around her. Does she start moaning? I'd be like, oh shit.
It might get weird after a while. It might be like a weird seizure.
Fine, just think
and that's how it looked like it would take. Like
just think if you're in a cubicle next to her or something. I'd be like, oh,
what's this bitch doing over
here? I'm just saying, but it just goes to show you that people go through stuff and
you just never know.
You just never know, man. You know some of this story.
Gotta get some evidence first.
I heard a good question the other day. It said, Maria asked that we were going to Kansas City. It said, would you rather come every time you hear Smash Mouth? What's their big song?
I don't remember Smash Mouth. I remember this, but I
a rock star.
Yeah.
Hey now, you're okay. So you come every time you hear that song, right?
Yeah.
Or every time you come, you have to listen to that song the whole thing. So you have to hear it every time you come, or every time you hear it, you do.
It's like it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing either way. Just
not really. I mean, just imagine if you just hear it at the grocery store.
Well, you got your phone. You could always play that song when you want to come. Yeah, just like, hey, I'm
you would like that though? I mean, just imagine if you're pushing a cart.
That's how you got to do it. That's how I'm doing it.
I'm not saying that's the only way. I'm not saying that's the only way. It's
been a rough week. I'm gonna play me some. What's that song? Hey, now I'm a rock star. Yeah, I'd be just like, man.
Yeah, I would kind of want to do the act then here because I would feel like a rock star. Like,
that's like my theme song after I that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at her.
Yeah. And then y'all would be in a separate room thinking like, damn, Zach just got laid.
Yeah. Or you're just jacking off, one of the two. Yeah.
Or that. But
and then you turn back and give it that look though, like, hey, now I'm a rock star.
Yeah, true that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Fair enough.
That'd be a cool talent.
Yeah, because you could be somewhere in
Nah,
that
it's
song.
not a talent or like a disability. You know, that might be like that's kind
I'll
of like
take that
limiting
disability
you.
over
If
this
you
one.
played this thing, if you were somewhere and that song came on and you wasn't expecting
Like,
it
oh
to
my
come
God.
out like, oh,
You'd ruin some jeans.
are you in the movies and it's in a movie? You be like,
some jeans.
oh, excuse me, man. Let me go to the bathroom right quick.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that would be kind of bad, dude.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I've thought about weird ass questions like that. Weird. I've asked Angel plenty of times, dude. I'm like, man, would you rather walk again or your dick work? And he's like, oh, dick work.
Yeah.
By far, quick.
Same.
Like within a heartbeat. He's saying, yeah,
Yeah.
You would
Being in a chair is not that bad. Like, it sucks. There's some downsides to it, but like overall, I mean, like I can go through a parking lot pretty quick. You know, like
that's it. Though. You name one thing.
I can book it down a hill. You know, like there's certain things I can do that are.
I just feel like, man, okay, like, and,
But like
and
going
man,
uphill's a bitch. So.
all right, y'all are both going to agree with me, I think, on that. I feel like you have, okay, for instance, if you have experienced some weird, cool shit because you're in a wheelchair, and you definitely have experienced some weird, cool
Oh,
shit.
for sure.
But I was like, I know I have, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like people will let you in a club. I don't know what it may be. It's just like some shit
Yeah, I feel like what
happens.
you're doing later on. I
Some
don't know if
shit
we can
happens
say
because
it,
you're in a
but,
chair and you're like, damn, that was weird but fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so
I feel like you
I've-
got a hookup on what you got going on today. That's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah.
Me?
We'll have to talk about that, but yeah, that's know what he's got going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no shit. How'd you get? How does one?
I don't think that. But it didn't have nothing to do with, I would say, my disability. Like I think it's my networking with people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I didn't meet a lot of these guys I met before, and then a lot of people when they just see me, they just.
He always out
You
doing
just
stuff.
tell me I'm faking. Like, God, man, you do
He's doing
too
it for the
much.
seat,
Yeah, you
yeah.
do too much, man. You around and
Trying to do it for
Yeah.
the
you
parking.
with women, and then you just something not right with you. I think you're lying, but I'd be like, well, I'm not lying. I got to lie about being, but no, I don't think people. Some I would say if you don't know me, but if you get to know me, I don't see people sympathize for me.
Really?
You know, that's just my situation.
Yeah,
So a lot of connections, a lot of dealings and rubbing shoulders with people that I met. It came from just good networking and people recognizing real and being around
With a
me.
hot chick, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've had some like weird. Like I've had like a bachelorette party, and like one of their challenges was to kiss like a dude in a wheelchair. This is like 2013.
I guess that'd be kind of hard if you're doing like a scavenger hunt, a little sleigh scavenger hunt.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, damn, that's
we
kind of
don't
cool.
get
I
out a
got-
whole lot, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, that was weird of them to even put that on there. How would they even think to have a wheelchair dude seeing a wheelchair dude out? Right?
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to go search for that. Like if you hit downtown, right? Like downtown Houston, there's all
You
kinds of
might
bars down
see
there.
one wheelchair
maybe,
person.
and it's gonna be a homeless guy, and you ain't kissing a homeless guy, so maybe that's why they do it. You know.
And I was.
Let's go hang out downtown, girls. And do
On the
add
way
that to
here,
the
I was
list.
thinking about this, man. Like before I got hurt, this was something that I was very ignorant to. People in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And where I'm from, we in the country, and I mean, they're saying that it's just 500 people, but it just wasn't. Paraplegics wasn't a common thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about paraplegics, amputees, quads. I didn't know nothing about nothing.
Nobody does,
until I got hurt.
Same
And
here.
then it wasn't my world. It wasn't nothing. I would see someone in a wheelchair and I wouldn't look down on them. It would just.
And you never thought you would be
Someone-
like that, though, huh?
Yeah,
I bet you
no.
never thought you'd be in that situation.
No,
I mean,
one.
nobody.
Yeah,
ever-
no.
Yeah.
When I was
It's
in
like a
high
car wreck. I mean, it's there. It can happen, but nobody ever thinks it's going to happen to them until it happens.
Man, and
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town too, up in the Texas Panhandle, and like I said, I thought people in wheelchairs were like
Elderly
or
yeah.
special.
That's
you
the
know?
only time you
'Cause
would
that's all I
see
saw.
someone.
I saw
That's
somebody
right.
with like severe CP or like an old person.
That's right.
Yeah, and
See,
once I
was-
got hurt, I feel like I opened up the eyes to a lot of people to see like, hey, Brent was like a normal dude. He's still a normal
when
dude.
I was
you know?
introduced to wheelchair basketball, that's when
When was
my
that?
life changed.
Yeah.
I want to say 2004, 5.
So how long have you been in a chair?
Since 2002. So
2002. Okay, so same as me. No shit.
yeah.
Oh, gee, got
Yeah.
17 years.
And then to see like a bunch of guys gathering in one room doing something that I used to be very good at, playing basketball, and even if it was for recreational or for schooling, it was, that's what we used to do every day.
Yeah.
And to see a bunch of guys in wheelchairs doing this, I'm like, wow, this is a whole nother world.
Yeah.
This is a world that I never even knew, within this world that I never even knew about.
Right.
Oh, man, yeah, I was the same way.
And then first time I came to my first tournament was the shootout.
Hey, me too.
When the guys took me from Lafayette, I didn't know nothing about wheelchair basketball. I didn't have a chair that was big as all. I might have been that big between these two poles right here. I was just in there just trying to push it. And to see these guys, I seen Matt Scott when he used to play a team in Florida. He had a chair that was a concept chair a long time ago. If you see this, you probably remember what I'm talking about. The guy was built him a chair and he was trying it out. There's a vendor in Florida. Anyway, and I'm watching this guy lean against the wall, and I'm like, man, look at this, man. This is cool as hell, man. And the first time I got to see Dallas, I can't think of the white guy with the bald head. He has the chair.
Jason,
no. He's retired now. He commentates. He's big at UTA, and he played with Dallas, won a bunch of championships. He has the chair.
Pat Anderson?
No.
He ain't bald.
Bald.
Invacare chair.
Yeah.
The Invacare chair.
I don't know his name. I know his face. I don't know his name, though. I don't know any of these dudes' names.
Yeah, and I've seen this guy come with some 20-degree camera, and I'm just watching this stuff, and this is just, I'm still young then, you know what I mean? I'm in my early 20s, but this was amazing to me. Yeah. And I'm like, now I felt good about life. I had girls. I was, getting around. I had a car, you know what I mean? But to actually see this, and I was just like, it touched me. It actually broke me down. Yeah. 'Cause I'm like, man, I got another life to look forward to, another another way to keep going, life after this, and I don't have to just just wake up every day and just be like this and just go through life. I can still work and do all that, but the activities is where I was at, because I was big on activities. Even when I was working, we would come home, we would still go play ball and do what. I'm young. I'm 19 working. I had a great job, but I would come home and still ball out with my friends and stuff. And to see this, man, it blew my mind, man. And that's when it started for me, really.
When did you get in sports?
I didn't get wheelchair sports till a few years ago. I mean, maybe 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
Like I said, I lived out in the country. We didn't have that kind of shit, we didn't have nothing cool. And it wasn't until I moved to Houston and kind of got involved with work and stuff that I kind of met some people that do this stuff. So.
Man, I didn't want to do it at all, dude. I thought being in a wheelchair period was death. So I was on the skateboard. Now everybody was like, man, when you gonna get a wheelchair? I was like, I ain't, motherfucker. I'm not doing it. For real. And so when people were like, man, I remember being in the hospital, having leg surgery one year, and they were like, how the tier people come, and they're like, man, you should do wheelchair sports.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Paul Schulte.
Man, I ain't.
Paul Schulte.
Paul Schulte. There you go.
I want to cut the story off, but it hit me. I was
you gotta go.
I gotta get it out right now.
Man, I was like, man, I ain't playing that cripple shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was playing real football.
Dude, I'd be trying to ball on cripples, man.
Oh, now I do. Now I don't care if you got cerebral palsy. I don't care what your disability is. I'm coming in hot.
That's funny. We were talking about what's his name, David, that plays in Pasadena. He's like a complete able body. I was talking the other day, and I was like, so you got a family member or something?
He's like, nope, just seeing it outside.
No, he's like, no, we was at the park one day, and they invited us over to play, and we just play ever since. But he'll talk shit on you,
they've been like,
oh, you don't use your legs, so sorry, I'm gonna fuck you up. He'll just let you know straight up. He don't give a shit,
Well, he kind of got qualified, played softball, national. David Guerrero.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, it was. I mean, which he was crippled. Which dog, it's not. It's okay. It would be fucked up if he rigged the system, but they classed him. They classed him. So I don't see how it's messed up. Cause people are like, oh, he's a fucking able-bodied. He got all pissed off about it. Which I wasn't even on a team that year, so it don't matter to me. But man, I just thought it was cool shit. I was like, that's awesome, dude. Yes, that makes you want to just hurt all my other friends and just
just pick on them.
But that was cool though when I first got into it. All my friends want to come with it.
When you first get injured, it's everybody wants to join in at first, right?
I'm talking about the sports wise.
Oh no, shit.
Even right now I'm in Houston. I have a cousin named Cardi. He wants to play every time.
Oh the guy the game. Dude, and you know what? This dude's good. No shit. He was
shooting his behind. I was like, and he's
better than me.
He's like, dude, you go tomorrow. let me know. I want to come. Like it's interesting. It's different, and he had real fun. It wasn't I'm just doing it to go hang.
Well, shit, look at Byron. No. I grew up with Byron. I brought Byron one time, and now he goes more shit
he's like
than
a puppy, man.
He
feed, he won't go away.
Like, bro, I just brought him one time. And that's all it took, dude. He just had it. Like, that's it.
That's funny.
And I think that's a big
Byron.
thing.
That's a boy over there.
Byron Southwell, coach of the Rolling Astros.
He's the coach?
Team. Yeah, he's one of them.
Oh. I might play next year. This is too damn hot. We gotta
It's fun, dude.
Hot,
it's fun, man. It's a lot of fun, man.
Hot.
But this is me and Angel's not in a row, but this is our 4th championship to make and not win that.
Maybe I need to come help y'all win that shit. Yeah.
I know. And the thing about it is, dude, we haven't lost to a team consecutively. Every year has been a different team, man.
That sucks.
Dude.
What did we lose
I kind of like LeBron.
Always
LeBron.
No. And we didn't just lose. We got our ass.
Yeah, you tell me.
We got
run
swept,
right?
Dude. We got 21 skunked. I'm worse than that. We got run ruled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Run rule. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We can't even run.
Damn.
Man.
We got roll ruled.
I said I was going to try this year, though. I've never played. I
like it, but man, it's hot. No lie, it's fucking hot. Like
besides basketball, it's the funnest sport to me.
I agree.
I like
it's
the
fun,
football though.
Football's cool too.
You know what?
No, for wheelchair sports,
we got to get that.
I think because we won the Super Bowl last year too.
That's right.
I think because we won, the Super Bowl last year too. So I think it was even better.
I wasn't even in it though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you were. Bullshit.
Yeah, you were.
Man, I show up every day, but you were there for sure. You were there.
You was.
Both years, because one year it rained. I remember that.
That was last year.
Hey, I still ain't.
Both years, maybe it was. But
wait,
what was it in the Synergy Bowl though?
Synergy Bowl.
No, we played in Pasadena.
I know, but fuck with me then.
Yeah,
because I ain't lost no Synergy Bowl, have I?
No.
That's all I care about.
No, the one
I don't care about that league. Everybody cares about that league. Everybody cares about the Synergy Bowl.
So did they start a league up yet? I know they were trying to.
I talked to Hannah. Like, we might be able to do football Fridays if y'all want to go play football up the gym. Because I want to play. I want to play in the gym because, like, if you flip over, if you catch a ball, it's soft in there. It's not like a concrete where you're just ripping all your skin
you don't
off.
be trying to rip all your skin up.
Yeah, man.
So people left bang. I know I left scarred up.
I saw like the Barry kids get messed up, and I was like, you know what? I ain't trying to flip.
I'm not no weakling or nothing. But if you can avoid something like that, you know what I mean? Like,
oh man, I got a funny story. Yeah, you reminded me of a funny story from this weekend. Okay, so man, I forget who the hell we're playing, dude. We're getting. I think we're getting our ass whooped. We're winning actually, and man, they have just some old school cat. I forget his name, but he's like an old school black dude on third base. Right, I got my head down. I'm kind of like grinding it out. Well, they're throwing to third base. Right when I look up, we kind of collide. Right, and I mean, right in class, I said, "Oh goddamn!" Like, and then he got mad, dude. He's, "Oh goddamn, bitch, fuck shit, bitch, nothing." He got mad. I said, "Oh," like, man, I started laughing because it was so funny, dude. And I was like, "Look, old school, like I don't mean no disrespect." He was like, no, what? Try to be dirty. So we kind of apologized one another. But man, I thought about that. Like, I was taking a shower next day and I just started busting out laughing. Angel was like, what are you laughing about there?
He went in Tourette's mode, dude.
Oh, fuck, shit, big nothing.
That was so cool to watch Brandon and them on ESPN.
Yeah, man, that was cool.
Oh, man, hold on to that ball.
That was an amazing moment.
Yeah, man, we're our
I've seen that live. I've seen that live.
Though that was an amazing moment, man, to see that.
Well, we got this year. We've gotten
shout out to Brandon for that, man. Yeah. We
got basketball and
see, I've never been on
softball
ESPN,
on ESPN. That's
I've
pretty
never
sweet.
been on ESPN. I've been on Fox, CNN.
My brother called me the other day and was like, "Man, I
ESPN.
seen your buddy Zack on something. It was a cable channel, but he's seen you on TV."
I'm on a Cadillac commercial. I know that.
Really?
I'm on a Cadillac commercial.
You should get you on top of Cadillac, like a new Cadillac. We need to get you like a loaner.
It's like Zack.
Hey, so any of y'all like car dealers, hit old Zack up. We'll do he'll do some push-ups on top of a car.
Been, though, because man, you like everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm quiet though, dude. Like we
gotta get Zack more out there.
Just now started kind of putting myself out there.
Yeah.
Like, dude, for the longest, I would just put workout videos.
You just put out bangers, man. That's what it is.
I would just put workout videos and no caption, no nothing.
You need a Don King. That's what you need.
Yeah,
you need a Don King. You know what I mean? Sit up there,
hype man.
Hype man.
And for the longest, I was cool with that. You know, like whatever. Because I mean, dude, I mean, overall, before you get that social media attention, like it's like you want to, okay, so what avenue you're going down, right? Like, obviously, mine's the fitness avenue. I want to prove myself as a fitness dude before I fucking try to get a bunch of following for it, right? Like, I want to show that I can.
You're doing it the exact opposite of what everybody else does.
Yeah, yeah, right. So, because I want to prove
Like, I
myself.
want followers, and I'm going to get, in shape.
Right, no. So I thought about I'm like, I don't want to be no fake ass like dude who does shit just for Instagram likes. Like, so I was like, all right, like, what's the first thing I did was, I started CrossFit and I started posting workout videos, but it really wasn't like now. But then it started like I did that road to 500 and it took off. Like that little road to 500 thing. Like when I was like, man, road to 500, road to 500, road to 500, and then I did it, dude. Which I was like, damn, like I can't name too many motherfuckers that do 500. I mean, it's not.
What's the road to 500?
No, I just did 500-pound bench press. That was just my.
I used to bench.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was at like 420, 430, and I was like, man, I think I can get 500. And I started gaining weight, started doing it, and I hit 500. And I was like, well, shit, that proves that like I put myself in the elite category with powerlifters.
Yeah. Dubs got on you. Got your swole shit.
Yeah. So like,
shout out to Dubs, you strong.
Yeah, I got that. So then it went to like, okay, I went straight to CrossFit. Boom. Went straight to CrossFit, and I won that Wadapalooza. And I was like, damn, like, what else is there to win? Like, so I kind of fell off for a little bit. And like, started doing my own thing.
Then that's when you get into the world of motivating others.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I want to do. I mean, dude, I'm not old by any means, but like I know, like there's no way I can keep this amount of volume up. Like another 3 or 4 years, that would not. But that's not going to happen. Like my shoulders couldn't take it. Let's be real. If you watch any of my videos, and then the thing about it is, man, you may watch one workout out of probably 2 or 3, sometimes 4. Once in a blue moon, 4. It's mainly just 2 or 3. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're watching one workout out of 3 that day. So you might think like, oh man, his shoulders are taking a toll, but you really don't know.
No, you work out hard. Like you and Nate, I feel like one of y'all gonna hurt yourselves one day. Y'all do like
I'm trying to kill
y'all hype each other up too much when y'all work out sometimes.
I passed out the other day. I passed out.
Yeah, you
sometimes you need that though. You need that.
Well, I think that's why he's that good, man.
Yeah,
for real,
I'm that good because of Nate. And Nate is that good because of me, man. Because like, dude, like Nate don't let me take off, bro. Like. Man, like I know people say, like, "Oh man, rest is key," which I'm not saying it ain't, dude. Like we make sure we get enough sleep, bro. It ain't that we're like, "Oh, you sleep when you're dead." No, we try to do our best to recover, but dude, when we're in here, it's like I'm trying to kill that motherfucker. Like, dude, I'm writing shit on that. Like, dude, there's times where I'm writing on the board and I'm just like wondering, like, how am I gonna fuck his day up? Even though I know I'm gonna fuck my day up too because I'm doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But dude, I'm writing it out and he's looking at it, and I'll get done and I'm just like, man, it'll end up being like a 45-minute nonstop, like go right. And I'm like, all right, so you ready? He's like, easy warm up, man. So like he's to find somebody who's like that like-minded as me. And he might have always been like that, but I know for sure us working out together. We've molded each other to, dude. We get people in here like all the time. We get newbies in here, and we automatically like, dog. We've been doing this together for 7 years, so we'll look at each other. We'll look at each other and be like, man. We'll look at each other and be like, oh, we're gonna kill this motherfucker. And they're like, all right, and I'll be like, what you want to do today, Nate? Like, he's like, figure some deep, we'll just like, so dude, and we're just murdering them. Like anybody who's come worked out with us only has lasted 2, 3, 4 workouts, maybe tops, and they'll give up. I
told you, I did one workout with your ass, and I was like, nope.
But we like that, bro.
I'll do the skinny machine.
We thrive off that. Okay, for most people,
work tomorrow.
Yeah, for real, exactly. That's why I tell him, I'm like, dude, I can't get my truck to leave here. How am I gonna get in and out and then in a shower in the morning?
So those people that don't know Nate's 43. He's a crane mechanic, dude. He works out in the fucking heat, like dead ass heat. There's days where he's come to my house, dude, worked out in 107-degree heat, like went home, napped, ate, did whatever, played with his daughters, got up and went to work in the scalding heat, bro. So that motherfucker don't make excuses, dog.
Oh, you badass. Yeah.
He really don't, man. But like I said, I'm as good as I am today because of him, and then I know he feels as young as he does today because of me. I'm
gonna title this one Zack's in Love with Nate. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna title this one in the caption.
He's a badass motherfucker, dog.
He's a badass motherfucker. And we need to go. Speaking of Nate went with us on the river trip. We need to make another river trip. You ever float the river?
No.
You want to float the river?
Man, I have no fears.
Man, it's fun, bro. It's fun.
Let me explain. In Louisiana, I tried to do a lot for programs and like getting people involved in sports and where I was in Lafayette, we had a very good supporting cast.
That's good.
For like funding and gyms, and I just didn't have the personnel.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough people who wanted to come out and
Shreveport does,
participate.
right? Shreveport kind of does now.
But they're more. They don't do it for competing. They just do it to
work out and be active.
Yeah, they
know the-
not.
you
but
want to
I'm
be
far
competitive,
From
yeah.
Shreveport.
Yeah, you're
I'm
that's like
3
another
hours.
state. Yeah, it's
I'm
close to you to
3
go to
hours
Florida.
From Shreveport.
Yeah.
I'm 3 hours from New Orleans. And give or take, a lot
you
of
were
the guys.
in the middle of nowhere. Then.
Yeah, I'm in Central. We the hub city.
Y'all go duck hunting out
Lafayette
there?
is in the center of everything.
Oh, you're in
Louisiana.
Lafayette. I know where you're at.
And a lot of the guys, I was coaching out there in New Orleans. One of my old friends, he passed away. Rest in peace, Dale. I took over and started coaching the New Orleans team. So a lot of the guys from New Orleans, they came to the Lafayette program.
That's how I met you. You were on the New Orleans team. Was it a Lafayette team? Or I think it was a New Orleans team, maybe.
Well, I don't know. I did New Orleans
I
that
don't
one
know
year.
where I first met you either, to tell you the truth. Like,
It
I remember
was
seeing
a while. Yeah,
I want to say at a shootout, probably.
probably so.
know, shoot.
I know we didn't have a conversation though. I might have just seen you and spoke to you.
Yeah.
But we actually had our first conversation at football. We started talking about Ed Oliver, my little cousin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed. He's doing his thing in Buffalo Bills. You know, he's wrecking shop out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I started the Lafayette program, and the guys from New Orleans they came down, and we just made one team, and then that's me.
Oh, chills, man. I thought we were blowing up the whole time. Speaking of that,
No.
shout out to AMS Vans if you need a van. Actually, shout out to me. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'll hook you up.
Shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to me because you never know where
That's V Live.
things might go. You know, so shout out to me. Hit me up at Brent David Key. I'll put that down here.
Yeah.
Shannon, what you got going on, man? You see, you got a book coming out.
Yeah, I have a book. It's coming out for my birthday in September 30th. It's called "It's Not Over." It's a
Shout out to September
motivational book.
birthdays.
It's a motivational book to motivate the unmotivated.
I like that.
Were you ever unmotivated?
No, not me. But
No, you
I've
seem
met
like a very
so
driven
many
guy.
that
Yeah, you seem
have
kind of like you got your head on straight. Even when your accident first happened, did you ever get to like a down and out?
No. I had to recover fast because
Your family too, right?
my mother.
Yeah.
It was
Good
my
support.
mother. It was the one who took it hard.
Yeah.
And when she would feed off of me. And this is a true story, man. When I said, I'm messed up. I can barely see. I got a pipe down my nose, trying to suck the internal blood. I mean, I don't want to be disgusting about it, but this is what happened.
Yeah, that's what happens
And,
when you get hurt like
I'm
that.
broken up. This is before I had any surgery. When I woke up, I still didn't have any surgeries yet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just still laying in the bed, and she comes in the room, and I know she's just destroyed, looking at me. And then I said, "Mom, don't cry." I tell the doctor, "Hey, how long we'll be in here? I gotta go to this party tonight." And he tells me, "You're not going to no party tonight or no time soon right now, Mr. Ravare."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, it was got some ladies in there tonight." You know, I'm trying to find it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find something, but I'm barely, barely talking. I could barely see. Because
your face was crushed. You got the plate in your face. Yeah.
It's not that. It's blood. It was
blood
blood
clot.
all in my
Oh, in your
eyes.
eyeball.
Gotcha.
I'm blurry
Yeah.
everywhere, and I'm just trying to find something. You know what I mean?
What's that like? Like I always wondered. Like I've always had like my vision's not the best in the world, but I've never had like blood in my eye to where it's like I can't see nothing. What's that like? Going from being like completely able-bodied to like crippled and blind a little bit. You know?
it was almost like that. I could barely clear. It started clearing up in a few days. At the dried up and it started like.
But you're like, thank God.
But it was just
That'd be scary,
bad,
shit.
man. And then I couldn't move, and this is just all new to me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm stuck here. My body was in shock so much I could barely move my hands, but I knew I could move it. I could.
You just
it's just
out of it, huh?
My body was stunned. When you
Crazy
first
what your
get
body will do.
Yeah,
man.
when you first get in the accident, your body just stuns it. Just like it feels like everything weighs 1,000 pounds.
Yeah,
like I
man.
couldn't move my neck, my
That's
head.
what I feel like too, man. It's like everybody look at this real new injury to a chair that looks like, man, it is just they had no idea how heavy their body really is.
It's true, yeah, man. Your legs are like I remember moving my leg. Like I could pick myself up and transfer like pretty good right out the gate. I mean, it took me a while to like realize like how to do the right movements and
throw
stuff.
that ass first,
But I could
man.
do dips. Like I was, yeah, that's it.
Throw that ass first.
Well,
I'm
it's
trying to
like
tell
you got to
everybody,
plant your
throw that
hand good too. You got a good hand and good spot and kind of figure out where you're going.
But you got to lift.
Yeah,
you
lift.
know
And
what I mean?
I
And
could get the
was
lift
That
down.
was the issue.
The legs though,
Scooting at
like,
first.
I will never forget sitting on the hospital bed for the first time. Like I did that. Like that was tough, but I did it. But then I was like, oh shit, like I got to get my legs up now. This is the hardest
You
part.
got some big ass legs.
Yeah, man, these things are heavy too. I remember they had like straps, and I'd grab my I just learned after a while, just kind of just grab your leg, like a Charlie horse, just go like that, just throw it up there. But
Yeah, my legs are full.
What they have you do at first? Like,
What's that?
Just put a strap around them.
they had these like stupid straps, like they're like Velcro with like a little strap here, and then like another strap here where your legs like kind of.
Oh, got you got a little handle on your kneecap.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's how I skydived, and it was lifted up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
here,
That-
I'm supposed to
okay.
go. See,
Yeah,
Well, I'm
an
trying to figure
extremist,
out how to
man.
do it,
Like
man.
I do a lot of.
No, I'm supposed to
extreme
go,
things.
but I went and
we gotta
on
get
the
this going.
on
I'm
the
not
waiver
going, but,
on the waiver I said like I was
I'll find the
amputee. They
plane.
didn't let me.
Oh no. I have a guy in Jennings, Louisiana. Shout out to Cajun Diving. Right off of I-10, he jumps everybody. His best friend, they army, they're vets.
Yeah.
And his best friend got paralyzed in active duty. So he built these straps. So somewhat of what you're saying with the concept. So when you're coming down,
You can pull
pull
yourself
your
up.
legs up while you're diving to land in.
See, you
on
were
your butt.
scared the whole time.
Yeah.
bro.
I'm still scared. I mean,
Yeah.
You're jumping out of a fucking airplane. What are
No, you
expect?
seen that one dude do it in a wheelchair and like land rolling?
Man, that's how I want to do
Yeah,
it,
but
man.
he's a professional jumper.
I'm about to say he probably has a lot of control too.
He just rolled off the building. They pushed him off the building, and I forgot what you actually call it. And then the chute just came out. Yeah,
Cliff
but
diver or
he's a
jumping.
base jumper. Yeah, he's a base jumper, but he's a professional jumper. Yeah, so that what he did right there, that wasn't no first
he's a
time.
terrible
Yeah,
bullshit. Yeah.
It's more of a fall.
and he's an old school guy too. Yeah, he's been doing that for years. Yeah, he's been.
I thought that was
doing-
badass. It's like, oh, dude, laying in his chair, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, in November I'm going skiing.
Oh, where are you going skiing at? That's how I got
In
hurt.
Colorado.
Angel went skiing. That's how he proposed to Jackie. That was pretty cool.
That
in
is pretty
Colorado.
baller. Yeah, I might do that this year.
trying to buy his truck.
I haven't been skiing since I broke my back, and everybody's man, you got to go skiing. So I might give it a shot. Might turn a quad. You never know.
Man,
You
that-
might just end it all.
But
you know?
but going back to what you just said about that, that's how I felt when I got on my motorcycle again.
Okay, yeah. You
you know-
told me you got a what is it, like a Spider? Or
Yeah, I have a Spider.
Can-Am Spider. Check it out.
Can-Am
That's a
Spider.
cripple bike. If y'all didn't know, 3-wheeler deal. It's
Yeah,
badass.
Cripple bike.
It's like a snowmobile with wheels. Yeah.
And,
Kinda
but I
does.
felt like that though. I felt like dang.
Hold on, let me tell you. So like you're all automatic. You're Can-Am.
Yeah, it's semi-automatic. It shifts on the handlebars,
Oh, you like-
and then when you let off the gas, it automatically
Downshifts?
Downshifts.
That's badass. I didn't know it did that.
Like, how'd you get that? Where'd you go?
No, they factory like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can buy them. The SM5
CVT
shifts by the
transmission.
foot. The SE5 shifts on the handlebar.
E for electronic, man. That's badass.
I had a full wheeler like that.
Yeah, same.
Honda ES.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a motorcycle. You gear it up like that, and
You can get whiskey throttle, is what you're telling me? Oh, hell no. I need a thumb gas. I'm a thumb gas guy.
God, dude.
I'm a pussy. I need thumb gas.
it's
Yep.
it's an actual
Nope.
bike. You have to go get a license for it.
Yeah.
I had to go get a motorcycle license for it and everything.
I'm down.
Yeah, but it was I was going like 25, 30 when I first got on it. And then I was just like, I kind of gradually went up.
Is it like a lot to hold on to? Because I've ridden 4-wheelers and stuff in my chair, and man, you are holding
Is
on
your
a whole
is your
damn
core a
time.
little tippy?
No, when you own it because
You're
the
laying
way-
down, kind of right.
It's kind of wide.
No,
kinda
it's just
straddling it.
it's just once I tied my feet, I took some bungee cords and I
The
strapped
engine
my
don't
feet.
burn your.
Nah, man, they're good. Like I had a customer come in one time, wanting a wheelchair lift built on one.
It's not you're not actually hugging the bike so much with your legs. Once you get on it, well, that's how I sit on it. It doesn't do that. Like some people might
You
be
sit like
tight.
kind of like your legs kind of like that. Like you sit like a normal person does. I don't know how you
Yeah,
sit.
it's gonna sit right. You're gonna have a
Yeah.
little bit of space between if you want to touch the fenders, but but no, it's once you on it, you're using the actual handlebars to stay stable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna let go the handlebars.
Flip over,
and
yeah.
What
yeah,
you
you're
top?
gonna
What you
fall
topping
over.
out at?
Oh, I maxed it out. Yeah, I maxed it out at 160. Yeah, I maxed
That's
it out.
getting it, bro.
It got 200 on the dash, but it doesn't do 200
Yeah, you got wind resistance.
Where'd you do it at? Like 90?
on the interstate.
Oh yeah, I'd go straight old 90 on their asses.
Mexico.
Well, this is
Mexico.
Louisiana. I just went, and I actually did that one time. And me and my boys, they were running their boosters and everything, and I just pushed it. and then that was it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna let
you
it
gotta
rip.
test it once.
Yeah, you gotta let
I don't
it
care
rip
who you
sometimes.
are. I mean,
I mean, like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
Lines
what you got.
disappeared on me though, and then I started
Start
thinking about
floating.
the old days. Well, the interstate lines, you go from the
Yeah.
little broken
Yeah.
lines to a solid, and then it disappears.
Well, like most airplanes
Trees
take
and
off at like
birds.
110, just so y'all know. So like if you're doing 160, like you can take off pretty easy if you hit something right, you know.
I hit something
down,
that's
though.
pretty much over with.
Yeah. I've been in a car 185 and the
That's
front it was like fluttering. You could hear the front of the car like lifting off the ground.
ooh,
Yeah.
no, I ain't never.
Yeah, but they're very fun.
I
Though.
went like
and they govern down too. So
I'm going like 55 on a skateboard.
That's pretty badass.
Quick. Like
be
that's hauling ass, dog. Like
You ever skin your knuckles up?
downhill.
Lean too far? Bullshit, right?
yeah, that's fucking flying, dog. Like and it feels like any little thing would just boom.
Oh, any little thing will make you go boom. I bet. Yeah, you hit a little rock, that shit, you fuck, man.
Yeah, I flew in one.
It's like a parking brake.
That's probably the scariest thing I've
Hell,
ever.
nah. On a skateboard. Nah.
That was my shit. Like downhills and parking garages. A bunch of us would meet in parking
I
garages.
bet parking garage would be kind of fun. I mean, you can get some
But
speed,
dude,
but you
would-
ain't like.
man. I'm talking about
death
more than you
speed.
think, dude.
How you stop?
I go in my wheelchair.
Slide it.
Man, I tell you what, I go down. I have
Be drifting.
I go down the parking garages in my wheelchair, and like I got a box chair, so this thing will scoot, you know. And but what's scary is like you forget you're not in your basketball chair when you start to turn, and that thing's like kind of like trying to flip over on you.
Yeah.
Like, man, I need like 2 or 3 more degrees of camber in this bitch to like go a little faster. Like, what's your CrossFit chair would be perfect? Like your sports chair.
Yeah, and man,
That would be
I
perfect
hate
for a parking
even
lot,
that
man.
camber. I hate that camber.
Yeah. We need to get you.
I like straight up and down, baby. Like I don't know.
What do you have? A 14?
No, I mean I used to ride 21.
I'm talking about in your basketball chair.
Oh no, it's the 20. Like I got that's not my basketball. It's just that blue one. That's just my CrossFit chair. I just be bullshit.
Oh,
I ride
okay,
21. I'm a tall. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
man, I want to get one that's short, man, for like
I just
softball.
like-
You
I
can
just like
scoop
playing
balls
that
off the
one.
ground. quick.
Oh, that's why you be tipping a lot. I mean, yeah.
Shout out to Perform X.
shout out to
Zack's-
Performax, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Best wheelchair in America, from what Zach says.
Mr.
Need some-
Will,
need some
Mr.
brakes.
Willie.
Need some brakes on it now. Need some brakes on it now on my CrossFit chair now because I've been messing with that D-ball. I've been looking up some. Well, I've been like following the wheel wad workouts, and usually, if you pay close attention, like to the workouts they post compared to the ones that are posted to the Wadapalooza, usually they'll give you like hints and clues, you know. And the other day they had them do a ruck. Like, you know, put a heavy ass backpack on your back, and
Oh, yeah.
so I don't know.
In a wheelchair?
In a wheelchair. So
I feel like CrossFit's going to hurt some cripples one day. For real. It's like, let's go.
Push it to the
yeah.
extreme, right?
Yeah, man. Jeez Louise.
but dude, I'm praying to God for a paddle. I think a paddle board would be. Not saying I'd be good at it, but like
Paddleboard?
Man,
in competition,
back to
a
the
paddle
float
board
in the
would be so
river.
good.
Man, next time we go, we got to get you a kayak, bro. I feel like you'd be a missile on a kayak. Those
I'm
kayaks
pretty
we
fast.
had, man.
I'm pretty quick. I like paddle boards better though, dude.
Really?
It's just like, man, you can like I'm just stable on it, dude. I'm not tipsy at all. Like I can go to the front of it, go to the back of it.
Do you get like a short paddle?
No, I
Since
just
you're,
use
like,
my
low?
hands.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing like actual paddleboard and like stand up.
Some paddles right there.
Yeah, I just
Put them, just hang them off the edge.
Your hands is used.
man, yeah,
Kawhi Leonard hands.
Kawhi Lillard. Man, I shook George Foreman's hands one time. His hands fucking man. Why all y'all just?
Everybody, y'all gotta leave me the fuck alone sometimes, you know. Like I probably should just.
I
turn
call
my
you
phone
quite a bit too.
Sure, everybody calls me. I'm a sales guy, so call me at just call me. Just
I like
hit me up
calling
on
at work.
Instagram. Yeah, 'cause I talk at work. I don't give a shit. I talk all day. So
Yeah, he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm flying a drone.
I do have some fun at work. I mean, I get my work done, but I do like to fly my drone at work.
I feel like it'd be hard as shit. So man,
It's getting. I'm just not gonna say nothing because I'm not sure who's listening because I've. Anyways, moving on. I've heard yeah. So
Don't get too deep into that.
yeah,
huh?
get too deep into it, but buy a van from me if y'all want one or need one.
idiot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the book's coming out, man, and I have a book signing. In
Are you
Lafayette.
excited? Did you write it? Did you have a ghostwriter? How'd that happen?
Yeah, I had someone actually help me because I could speak about this stuff all day. This is my life.
But you don't know how to
But
put your thoughts on paper?
I get stuck. Words, they just.
So how does that process go? Because I'm kind of curious about that. Like, not trying to book about me anytime soon, but
Well, I give the audio.
so
I
you
give
talk
the
into it, and then they just
concepts.
kind of
Yeah, it's all laid
I
out.
didn't know the
How,
process
how
of they
much
do
of
it.
audio did you have to record
Oh,
before
it's a lot. It's
like
a lot. It's a lot.
hour wise? If you had a guesstimate, how much?
We have 8 to 10 at least. You know,
8 to 10 hours of audio. Holy shit!
Just speaking about different things. Now you take
that's a movie.
you
Roots.
take this, yeah. You take this and this from it, and then you put it into words, and you know that's just me just speaking. We've been speaking. How many words you think we didn't say between all three of us and we was in here?
Thousands.
You know what I mean? Thousands. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna use all thousands and you put it into a book. You know what I mean? So you just gotta take parts of what it is, and, you know, and simplify it.
Is it basically about your life, or
parts of it is about my life, but it's about the way I've sit there and learned things about being disabled to help other people with disabilities. Like man, when being in Lafayette and when I'm in the country and stuff, like I've met so many people. I'm not going to throw any names out. I met a guy that was hurt 14 years. He didn't know how to change a wheelchair tire.
See, I feel like if you can't change a tire and you got good hands, like there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I could say that. Or I could say that, you know, if someone doesn't show you something, you know what I mean?
True.
And I know people are self-learned. I know
my grandpa used to say, if ain't nobody taught you how to fish, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
So
and gotta be taught.
But you gotta look at everybody. If everybody was the same, it'd be a boring world.
True
you
that.
know what I mean? Like just because I would say, "Oh, I can know how to do that on my own," that don't mean that everybody else have the same mobility. We took our injuries, you know, great. You know what I mean? There's so many people that's depressed that you know what I mean don't want to live. I know people as amputees and don't want to live.
Yeah,
and I know some people that can barely move their neck.
I know some people that are perfectly fine and they don't want to live. You know what I'm saying?
So we can't.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest concerns. Like, once people get hurt, especially with injuries, like they kind of they either go out and be active or they just kind of disappear off into.
What's weird? Sometimes it gives them their life back, dog. Have you ever seen that?
Sports did that.
Man, sometimes it goes the exact opposite, and I'm like, damn, be that guy, be that motherfucker, like, dude, because there's some people that I'm like, you know what, like. Dog, like okay, for kid Wesley Hamilton, you know Wesley Hamilton. He was just on Queer Eye. He's not gay. It's just called that now.
Yeah,
but man, he had a whole transformation, and then he actually talked to the dude who shot him and face to face, and was like, "Man, I forgive you, man. Like, you woke me up, and dude. And to tell you the truth, it did, dog. That was probably the best thing that ever happened to him.
That's
although it sucks saying that shit.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad even saying that, but man, it really, dude. Look how many people he's touching now.
Yeah,
and the people he's reaching.
Picture, man.
Dog, I tell you about, I'll take this sacrifice, this little legless sacrifice. If you think this is a curse, this is cool as shit to me because, dude, I'm reaching thousands of people.
Yeah. Like my mama says this all the time. You know, you have to find out what your purpose is.
Yep.
And once you find out your purpose, man, life just becomes so much clearer.
Once you accept that purpose, I feel like everybody kind of gradually have sights of what you should be doing. And But until you find all right, you know what I'm saying, fuck, I'm just gonna ride this. Come on, I know what I'm here for. Then it's shit starts. Man, you gain momentum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta just put your mind to it and do it, man.
Yeah. And you really put your head down and work, dude.
I tell you when you really gain momentum after you see that first person you affected.
Yeah.
Man, you see that person and you help change their life or make them look at things different, and they thank you, and you see the real appreciation in their eyes and their family's eyes and everything. Man, that's a motivation right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That 100%. guy that helped show him how to change them tires, and I said, I'm gonna do this one time for you. I'm gonna break it down to you, and then he did it on his own and wrote a big paragraph on Facebook. It's still on my Facebook right now, and just thanking me, man, and this. You know, man, that was it broke me down. It goes a
long way, man. Yeah.
It goes a long way.
Oh yeah, like I said, I sell vans, and the reason I sell vans is so people can go places. You know, so I'll sell vans to people that haven't left their house in 2 years. For real, literally have not they go to the doctor, ride metro, or whatever, but they've never gone anywhere on a trip. You know, I see people the next time after I sell them a van, it's they're a whole new person because the world is opened up to them. You know,
that's another thing. Yeah. Driving, they have an academy. They have an academy in Lafayette, and they had this guy. He was a vet. I'm not gonna throw anyone's names out, but and I would motivate him. His wife would bring him everywhere. And she would bring him to basketball practice. That's how I met him. He was actually the first player to come out in Lafayette, the Lafayette team. And I was like, man, why is your wife bringing you everywhere, man? Why are you not,
Right.
doing this? Because I can't be light on you. I'm in the same predicament as you.
Yeah.
How can I sit there and feel sorry for you?
Gotta hold each other accountable.
And
Yeah.
Man, it's really hard for me to feel sorry for cripples these days,
Yeah.
dude. I've noticed that.
Yeah, bro. Because we live in the same life, you know what I mean? What is
Because
your
I see
excuse?
people that, like, I'm like, man, I know people that got disabilities that are 20 times worse than you and happy as a fucking clam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dog, like, get your shit together.
Yeah.
You know?
Most
100%.
definitely, bro. Most definitely.
It's all mindset.
And I rode him, man. And I rode him, and some people like, man, chill out on him and stuff like that. I say, no, bro, because no one is going to chill out on me. You know what I mean? And, my family pushed me hard to, to get me going. So, man, I pushed him. Man, that dude's now driving, man. He drops his wife off to work, and he's working on buying him a car. And he thanks
awesome,
me
man.
this day. He said, man, you pushing me to go get my license was, man, like, and this is 14 years. He's a vet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a vet,
Oh,
man.
jeez.
Yeah, he's a vet, bro.
Come on.
And
All you vets, y'all have no excuse. Y'all have so much support. Like you get, if you want to get active, there's plenty of
I
opportunities.
feel like it's more of a less like a pride thing.
It is 100%. It's
thing.
pride
You go
and a
from
mindset.
being, I mean, you go from being, let's just say, like America's finest, to needing help to, really and truly to feed yourself at first. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Depends on your situation,
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, shit, even when I was in the hospital, I couldn't feed my fucking self,
Yeah.
for the first couple of days.
Yeah.
So.
It happens, man.
And it's a pride thing. It's a pride thing for me, and I knew I'd get out of it. Like, I'm like, damn, how did I go from bench pressing 500 pounds to fucking can't feed myself?
Yeah.
I can only imagine if I went from being fucking Navy SEAL, Sergeant,
jumping
Captain
out of
America,
planes,
whatever,
swimming everywhere.
to wheelchair bound. They're like, dude, like, I used to like have missions and make a difference. Now I'm in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't imagine that, dude. That'd be like heartbreaking to me.
Well, I feel like too, like the severity of your disability kind of changes who you are. Like I always joke around like quads. I say quads are different. Like
Quads are attitudes, though. Man.
yeah, but I feel like there's probably a reason for that. Like you might need more assistance, and that kind of like forms your kind of how your personality is sometimes. Like I feel like that affects us all.
Well, I think the only way to understand that is to speak to one about it. I could guess about it all day, and I would never know how they would feel about it. Just like speaking to someone, if, like people tell you in the able body, I understand. You can't understand.
You can't.
You know
no.
what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
You really don't know. I understand you trying to sympathize and empathize, but you really don't know.
don't, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's one thing that kind of drives me insane. Like I was in a wheelchair once. It's like you walk now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Being
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, being injured and hurt
I
are
get
two
that all
different
the
things.
time,
We used to
dude.
learn
Yeah.
that in football. I know you heard that term in football.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you injured or you hurt?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what
So
my dad
that's
used
a
to
big
tell me.
difference. Yeah. So if you hurt and then you come back and stuff like that, that's not the same as hopping in your car, hopping in the tub, hopping in your chair.
Yeah, I wonder when people get the jollies off by saying that, like, oh man, I broke my ankle. I spent 6 months in a wheelchair. I'm like,
Might have some people try to relate, but that's not.
I be thinking like, no, this is my reality, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm
That's
not
like
gonna wake
like
up from this.
somebody swam the English Channel, and it's like, well, I swam in a pool one time. Yeah, it's like.
I just think that
It's like,
sometimes
yeah,
people
but-
just trying to find a relationship.
Yeah,
They're trying to
and there's
find a
nothing wrong with
connection.
that, you know?
And I don't
Yeah.
look at it as
But stop
I don't look at it as a disrespect because I've seen girls come at me like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Trying
yeah.
to find some
You're
kind
like,
of
all right.
connection to be like.
So how was that wheelchair
I want to
girl?
feel. I want to feel what you're feeling. You're like, I mean, I want to connect with you. I don't know how. I'll give you a scenario. Well, that's not the same, babe. Then you start talking to me
Yeah.
like. Okay, well, I see, like,
You learn how to pop a wheelie, girl, when you're in that chair.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
It's
show you how
two
to do
different
it.
worlds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but girls are dairy sometimes, dude, out in public.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I've had them like come up like they're like, so does everything work?
Oh yeah, back in my bar days, that used to happen.
yeah,
that's a top 5 question though, for sure. Like dick work,
Yeah, I feel that's a big one.
I get the disrespectful stuff. Like I get the you too cute to be in a wheelchair.
Oh, I get that.
Oh, that's
Or I get
bullshit.
I get to. I just want to let you know you're still good looking. I'm like,
I know.
this is the massive one right here. I I'll fuck you and make you walk again. And I'll be like, look, boo, we need to go into business because you selling the magic trick right here. You don't waste it on me. We can make some money. If your stuff is this good and you can put it on someone,
we're gonna kill the world, bro.
We gonna cure the world. I'll be the last one to get cured. I'll just get this bag right quick. Then be like, huh? Like, well, you will say something ignorant to me like that, then I'm gonna respond to you.
Yeah, some dumb shit. Yeah,
instead of being like, hi, how you doing? You're a very good looking man. What's your name?
Right.
Don't come at me finding something. You know what I mean? Because I'm the last person you need to empathize for.
Right.
That. And then they'll start speaking to me like, well, dang. You know what I mean? I see now. Yeah, don't do that. That is a big turn off to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't come just sit on me. I hate that.
Yeah.
That's like a biggest turn off to me, bro.
There have been so many drunk girls in my lap. They sit at the bar and they just think it's like a cool thing to do is sit in the cripple guy's lap. It's like, bitch, get out of there.
I don't know.
Man, you ever had somebody like go up and like try to jump on your shoulders and you flip?
No, I would fucking be pissed off, man, for real.
I've had a girl do that.
That's not cool.
I've had a girl like go up like
push down,
me, not like and like go to kiss me on the cheek or something. Like I don't know what the
flip your ass over.
Like shoop, and I was like,
well, you probably tip easy, huh? You got no front weight.
I tip super easy.
Yeah, you got no front weight on there.
See, that would really
barbell
piss
down
off me and Brent. Like, we have a bigger problem getting. You can hop up.
Yeah,
quick.
you just like flip a bitch out, smack her.
Dang it!
My knees are gonna hit me in the face.
I thought about this, like, man. All right, so I mean, I know, like, okay, falling out your chair ain't that embarrassing, but I always thought, man, when y'all motherfuckers' shoes be coming off too,
it happens. But I got some dress shoes.
No, I'm just talking about anywhere. Fuck. Like, I've seen Angel come out of his chair. Like, we were wrestling. He fell out of his chair. Like, whatever. And then his shoe came off. He's like, God damn, And I'm
it's
just
a pain in the ass, man.
Like, dude, all right, the chair thing, fuck it. Okay, that happens, whatever. But the shoe coming off, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna even go worse. You're playing in the game and your pants fall down.
Oh man,
I see that a lot there.
And you trying to roll over and your booty in there. You moving people.
That's funny. Yeah, you see like shorts right here, right? Yeah. Like your wiener almost hanging out.
Man, usually it's like with jeans. Like Roland does that a lot. Roland will be half, but jeans will be right
Roland's
here.
sagging. He still thinks sagging cool. Yeah.
That's some prison stuff, man.
Roland about to lose his fucking britches.
Roland's a G though.
Yeah,
that's my boy Roland.
Yeah, I've had that happen a couple of times.
Shout out Skid Row. Go look him up on iTunes, everybody.
For sure.
Yeah, our boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you gave me some memories.
Yeah,
thinking about some more falls I had.
I've had some pretty hard ones, dude.
I went to Texas Children's Hospital the other day and met with this kid that was recently injured. As a matter of fact, he's on this side of town. We'll have to get him in touch.
Did he fall hard?
I asked him, I was like, so how'd you end up in a chair? And he was like, man, I was getting pulled in a golf cart with no engine. And I was like, this has got to be a good story. And then he said the golf cart was being pulled by a four-wheeler and he hit a tree. So maybe we'll get him on one day to tell his story because that sounds like a little crazy shit.
His friend must have been like, hold on, motherfucker. We got ourselves an overhaul.
Exactly.
So it mustn't have a steering wheel on the go-kart.
I don't know what happened.
No, but I don't care, dude. If I'm dragging you on a four-wheeler, I'm about to make sure you're injured too.
Yeah, but no, this kid was asking me like he was like really worried about flipping over. You could tell he was like, so how you flip over?
Everybody is at first.
I honestly don't think I was at first. Really, like I was trying to pop wheelies, bro. I just couldn't pop wheelie because like.
Yeah, I was like that too, bro. I was fearing of falling. Like I don't know too many.
I'm not even a spinal cord injury, and I have a.
I definitely.
I've never met a pair I wasn't fearing falling.
I definitely flipped over more.
I was real tense when I first came.
Yeah, I definitely flipped over more with my wheelie bars on though, without a doubt. Like once I took them off, like maybe I just got to the point where I like was good enough, but like I definitely flipped way more times on my wheelie bars.
I learned how to do wheelies in the grass and the sand. I stole a wheelchair from Khols, and then I just started popping wheelies in this grass and shit, and I moved it onto the concrete, and I was like, I got good.
You got it, huh? Like a grandpa one, like the old folding stuff.
It had a tray on it, bro.
Oh no shit!
Mom, it had Khols on the back of it.
Oh, you got the big one with the pole and shit. Yeah. Jeez Louise.
Man, trying to chase him through the parking lot.
But bro, I didn't have a wheelchair. You gotta think like that was my first wheelchair. I didn't have a wheelchair until I was 24.
That's your first wheelchair? Was a Khols wheelchair?
Yeah. Shout out to Khols.
Shout out to Khols, man. Yeah, they come after you one day.
Sponsorship they didn't know about, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Khols. I even my
they're gonna come up to you and be like, "Hey, you owe us for a commercial, bro."
Byron one year I stole a scooter from Walmart. I did Halloween and a scooter from Walmart the whole Halloween. Until it ran out of battery, I just left it there. I bet they worth my money too.
Let's not say that. Walmart might come after you. The Waltons, man.
It's all good, man. They got enough.
They do. That's true.
You just make him shoot commercials for his pay.
That's what I'm saying. They could come to you one day and be like, hey, we heard this story about you and this little go-kart thing. You know, you left out in the middle of nowhere. You owe us for one free commercial.
That'd be
some
sick.
push-ups, you know. That'd be kind of cool.
I'd be on a Walmart commercial. I always
You are a
push
Walmart
myself
guy.
on a Gatorade or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Be sweet. That'd be sweet. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna see if we can get you hooked up with like a car dealer around here. Like they can put you in like a loaner, man. We like in my business. I don't have like.
I was saying, like, give me a car, just wrap it up with whatever you want. And
Nah,
let me
we'll just
travel.
let you drive it around. People be seeing it. You know, get you like a Ferrari or something cool. Just
That'd be
pull up
sick.
Now you
spots
just
and
jump
get
out
out.
the sunroof
Yeah.
and push up.
G-Wagon.
Yeah.
It's a G-Wagon.
Get Tom
I
to
guess
take
a
some
G-Wagon will do it.
video of you, you know, looking like a badass, you know.
Oh,
They
Range
would love
Rover.
that.
All right, so I got a client whose daughter is 16. She's turning 16, and she asked her, okay, she has a badass Range too. If I have my phone,
A what?
a badass Range Rover.
A Range Rover.
Yeah, her mom, right? And she said, all right, so for your 16, do you want the Range or do you want a Sweet 16? She said Sweet 16.
Was that like the wild card? Mom and dad get to pick what you get? Is that what that means?
No, I said they asked the daughter, does she want the Range Rover or does she
What
want a
comes
Sweet
with the
16?
Sweet
Like a Sweet 16 party? Yeah, I'm saying, is that a party?
It's not as good as the dog. I was like, man, you need to tell her to come here because I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
What'd she get?
All right.
She's getting, I don't know yet. I mean, she's
What's the saying? Might be better than a Range. Like if I got
no,
like
dude,
a
they ain't
Corvette
better
or
no
something.
damn Range. No, they ain't getting her that.
They're trying to give her a Range. Like a Corvette is definitely reasonably
what she
priced
wants
in
is
that
she
range.
wants
She get a brand new one for
She
that.
wants the dad's truck, which is like a jacked up Silverado.
Okay,
on
she's
the rims.
dumb. Whatever. Y'all,
She's
you
a
gotta
country
get you-
girl then.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, she won't get that thing stuck one time or fill that thing up with gas every other day, and she gonna be over that. She won't
Yeah,
want a
wrap
car.
this bitch up. It's hot.
It's true. My battery's about to die. So once again, how can we reach you, Shannon over here? You got Instagram,
handle.
Facebook. What you
I'm
got?
on Instagram at Street King
At Street Kings. I'm gonna put that over
with
there.
with a Z.
Street
I like that.
Kings.
And Facebook is just my name, Shannon Ravare.
How you spell your last name?
RAV as in Victor, ARE.
I'll look it up on Facebook before I put it on the
Rivera.
Riviera.
Yeah. Zach, what you got going on? Tell us your sponsors. What you got, Brent?
Oh man, Performax, Overcome Apparel,
Abe's Fitty Foods.
Abe's Fitty Foods.
You're
for
gonna
sure.
sponsor me one day. I swear.
Yeah,
I'm
Abe's
hungry.
Fitty Foods is a good one, man. That's Progenics. Get a couple
America.
more. America.
And that's it, folks.
About to be in Mexico,
Ricky.
August 30th.
Yeah, go
Y'all
check
be
them out in
looking
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, if, hola, say hola to mi hombre, Zack Rule.
Huh.
Yeah, I think I said that right. I've been working on my Spanish, not really, but I think I know.
Doritos.
Yeah. So anyway, that's Cripple Couch Talk, episode 9. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.
Do the thing.
Yeah, and if you're listening on Spotify, hello and goodbye.